Hello everyone, welcome to the third episode of the Room Commentary. We're having a full celestial table here. It's a level 1, a level 2, a level 1 here, and each female here on the left is a level 1 as well. We have a 7 of so card. If the 8 of character wasn't Torah, I would probably cut a Pensam for Thunder, but it's moving towards 7 pairs right now. 7 pairs 1 away here for our dealer. On the other hand, don't look that good compared to the dealer. Our two Rakuhai pairs across. It's actually moving quite nicely. We need kinda one more block or a pair across after the double pawn. Okay, that is 1 away across. And that is temper on Tora Tanki, I assume. Probably, I don't know. You can do either one, I think. But I don't know. Chitoi, Tora is already Mangan, of course. It really depends on if you think you can snipe it from the table. But there's a last 8 man here on the right. The person on the right will probably be pushing slightly with their Tora 3. The person on across is still 1 away with ramen, and then there's someone with the Rakuhai. The 3 might come out here on the right, so they can pawn across. I do think it's worth trying to push a little bit here on the right. And there's the Saber for Richie, and then 1 Rakuhai confirmed basically. The tune here on the right is loose, which I don't think they can push anymore, not against the second Richie, but do they have any safe towers? They have the clean second pair, which is probably the safest tower, so they are falling here on the right. It's 1 tower left for the person across, but the east might come out quite easily. The red dragon might also come out here on the right. It really depends on how many safe towers they get. Because the red dragon is still pretty good. The 6-7 pin here, the 7 pin is Kamputse. The 7 pin here on the left is also safe. I'm looking here towards Kamitsa. The 2 pin is Suchi. I don't know what they have else. The 3, I guess it's pretty safe. It really depends. It's probably only Kamita who can really deal in, but Shimotsa is also very close. The 5-star is Nakasuchi though. 1 chance I think, 1, 2, it's no chance on the 8. The 8 is very safe, the 8 pin is very safe here. I don't think people are missing the no chance in throne room, or not Celestials at least. I doubt Celestials are missing that. They should be good to go on this 8 pin here. And there's a deal in actually. Oh, there was still one tune there. There was. It's the tune. 2600, but stealing the sticks. Dealer hand here. The value here is 567 or the Itch. But it's both pretty hard. Here on the right, it's very easy. Just throw another Dora. Go for a Dora's East Sunton with the South as backup if they don't get it. Is that something cool? I don't like it. I don't like this 8-man card. They are ready to pawn the South there on the right. I guess they got rewarded with the 8-man drop, but I would have the same hand basically without the 7, so with the 6-man instead. Tempai here on the right for South, Tora 4. I don't understand this at all. I would take the 3-side later than the Tora. It's 3-sided, and they would have easily won here on the 2 as well. Do they switch to the 3-6? They do, they Tashi. I think you should just Shimaki detail as Shimotsa because it's showing raw weight, or like the data she makes it so more obvious. The dealer here is E something. I want to go 9. So here moving towards standard, but let's see 5. 1 is not a cut. It's certainly not a cut here. I think 9 so is best. 7 1 is decent as well. There's a gun into 7-1. Oh, now the dealer has a 7-1 PL. I guess wrong, I guess. I don't think the 36 is coming out here on the left with the 7 so Tetashi especially. That is 9 so 9 so here moving not. I guess the 7 so is safe and the 9 so is still pretty spooky. Perhaps they are defending here against Shimotsu, but they didn't know that they had all the Toras. And I would have a 35 months save because I would just go 9 so 9 so. I think the Rakuhai itself is pretty well established here in Shimotsu's hand, or people will know that they have it. I think you have to reach this, you can't Tama hit 2 Toras now on the 9 so, and 7 man on the Tora Sabo. Don't expect people really to be dealing in. I don't think Kamicha is pushing their Chito. It's I think Green, but Shimotsu has some Rakuhai, so it's really scary actually to push out the Rakuhai because the 864 man into the 3 Mankan is just ridiculously, like, you know that is not a Thunder basically. The Ura 2 plus 1 Ura tail for the Hanuman, very fat here. They fed like 1, 2, 3, 4 Toras here. What, 3 Han to 7 Han? Very friendly. Shimota, I don't think they should have gone. Or like, I wouldn't have gone because I would have won already on the 3-sided monster rate. I'm not sure what they were thinking. The weight around the door is perfectly fine, especially with the Anko blocking out a lot of useful tiles around the Torah safe. It's if it was a Tilno, Nopeton, or Ariamen, perhaps it's better, but 3647 really don't want to be waiting on those tiles. The North Bear here for Kamicha, I don't think the West is getting caught. 1-2 man here, 2 ping probably first though. Because of the 1 man, you have a lone 2 man and a lone 2 ping, so it's kind of awkward. So the 2 ping is just the first card, and then I kind of want to still cut the pants on here, but the 5 man is standard. The 5 man is just standard. It's probably the card the 5 man and do the 1-2 man afterwards, hopefully. But they are just something here for it the Chi Noir on the left. Painful hand up here on the right. Still needs a lot of help actually. Has store acceptance. This person looking in the Itzer, which I don't like. I just want more acceptance, I guess. I want more acceptance. I don't want to have this tune in my hand here. The Itzer is kinda fake as well. Unless you force it, of course. Unless you need 1 hand and you want to open for it, then it's real, but we'd rather have like this 32 man here with the Ramen and the Summon Sun. There's 32 on the Pens on 3 man on the left. 33 North with extra full as well. The lower monster looks actually pretty good. Everyone discard a 2 already. We won the 9 man is now safe. The Tito can definitely fight, but they really broke the hand off with the 7 so, but they'll still eat something here. Probably the White Dragon is safe enough here for sure. 19. I would just push the White Dragon and then perhaps the Tsun on Tempai as well. But they have a lead, so they don't need to. There's the 6-9 on the Torah weight here. And there is 1 Torah left, and the 6 man is technically left, but Here on the left, they won't be dealing in the 6th month because they will come. There's a lost tower, so the wait is virtually dead here for Simulsa. They can Simo only basically. Because the run is just not going to happen. It's Standal confirmed basically. But and Simo as well if they win. The other side is Tora, so it's not really the attack on me. The Simo here, what's Simo move 1326. Yes. Solid hand still. With one bonus stick actually. E3 here. Interesting hand. So many pairs. What do you do here? Like the 7-man plays the widest block, so like it's like the 6 blocks card. I don't actually my 9 so 9 so or like the first 9 so and then try to look in Thunder, but the 7-man looks into Tora shape I guess. But you might get 2 shapes out of the 7-7-8 man, but you have overlap on the monster. I do think you can play 3 blocks monster here, but I don't really. Do I like this 5-pin? It's basically it's okay, but I probably got the social instead. Like I would have an extra monster shape here probably as well, and then a thunder shape on top of it. A lot of social across. Do they commit? No, they don't. They really need an honor pair to make it happen. Then they can just get a pinful hand going on, but they don't have a pair yet, which makes it kind of awkward. I would probably keep this one so of the 6-man, because if we pair up the 1, so we can actually flush this hand across. But the 6-man is still not doing that much. And there was also an Itza chance. The headless just makes it awkward. The 6-man really doesn't do anything in Toyman's hand here. South pawn, the C-twin pawn here for East something, perfect shapes. I do think Toyman regrets this one, so cut. Ramen upgrade here. Sansuku, no, there's no Sansuku, but it's still 2 something. Too many blocks here on the left. This player here in the EC should have definitely had 3 monster blocks, and then probably only 1 social block. Strong only monster does, of course. But the social shape is way too weak here, so like it's kind of deserved here for the dealer. See into summon some tempai to 147. It's just one hung. Kinda sad. It might come out here from Kamitsa. They are still horrible tempai on the very expensive 6, so there's 0 left. There's 0 left. 0 left for this console Nomi. Pawn here on the left with the 2-pin, or the 5-man I guess, into the 2-pin basically. But they have Tora 3 and Exodia here on the left. 7, it's 2-pin I think. It's Suchi, it's both pretty good, but Goemon is out still. They had a lot of social. I wonder if they could have made it work. They are still cheating for it, but the 1-3 Sochi is way superior than this 2-3 Ramen C for sure. They have a Kutsuki 7 so, well, like that is 10-5 for 6 Sabo, but it's not ideal. It's basically the Sabo, which is ultra dead from wind in your hand. That's an upgrade. Do they got a double Mushuchi? I think 9 so, wait, is 9 so 10-5? 9 so. Wait, 9 so isn't Tempai. Okay. There's a double run on the Forza. the Exodia here on the left, and then the one Han here on the right. It was also very saucy against the Tilo. I don't think you can really push couple Mushuchi against 3 players, but I need to do my teenage practices as well. Because I want to cut 9, so but it's not Tempai. It's not not even Tempai. I'm pretty sure it's just still no 10. Uh, but it's just like, what are you going to cut for the teenage? Like, it's mostly more for Katen than to win the hand. And if they really wanted to win the teenage, they should have kept the one. So the green second pawn here without a pair, but it's not a problem. Here with extended Mansu shape and the Shoshu shape with extra 7, so pretty strong. Itcher here on the right, or Itcher-chan's interesting hand here across as well. Looking in the Tora pair here with the 6-man, but I think they just have to get some efficiency going. But it's almost like falling out already. I think they're falling out already. The right second is Mochi Mochi here with Kamisa as well. The Tiro is open, so they have a reason to be more defensive for sure. I'm not sure why this person kept the 7-9 so safe if they just going to cut it right after. I yeah, you kind of have to see it. It does advance something, but it's not the best score ever. But I think it's kind of must score. This Warpine, especially with Drummer and Rankan. If the saves were wheels, I would skip, but the saves are pretty good. West. They didn't like the weight, I guess. Here on the right, it just didn't like it. Which is, I have to say, they have a tunnel route. Wait, what? Instant skip on the 6-0? What? Bonkat? It's definitely interesting, this West card here on the right. I guess the West is one scar, but the Sabo is still pretty solid. Uh, that is Tempeon and Totsu shape for 7-man. Let's remove my cursor and the 3-pin. And a cool across as well. There are 2 people waiting for this right dragon, or like Kamita can doesn't have to use the right dragon, but it's a pawn here for 6-9, so one can put the weight 9, so I don't know why the Tiro isn't 10 by that, or like I saw it, but it's definitely like if you're going to open twice and you're not going to open for the last time. For being scary, but yeah, I think they are out actually. That was a surviving, but what do you got else? Like, I don't know. I think you can push a 4-pin if you're going 1-pin actually, but Diamond is out on the twosome. 7-pin here on the left. Wait, they didn't take perfect saves. Wait, they folded out with 8-pin. They didn't play efficiency here on the left. I'm kind of confused by everything that is happening right now. What is the cut across? It's Tuso. Bomb into 7-pin or skip? Skip. People just don't want to win, I guess. Tuso, Nakasuchi. There should still be some 3-pins. One 3-pin in the wall, and then only one 3-pin. One tile left. Something again for tournament, but I don't know if they are going to push. I don't see any good save stars, so perhaps a 9-man. Okay, there's the 7-man. Definitely interesting deal in. Because they were hard folding, but they could also be winning. It was not even one chance, I think. I'm kinda surprised still. because people don't seem to really understand when they should be pushing or folding, and they will Tempe and Toyman and everyone was basically could be Tempe at some point or will Tempe at some point, but then they decide to fold with not enough save tiles, and then they dealt in. Still, I think the Mawashi was good across, but then they didn't really convert the Mawashi. They were still on the defensive. Dora 2 hand here on the right needs the 8 very badly. And we see that 8 is locked up, so they can never really win unless they upgrade their shapes. Really waiting for this player to cut the Dora, but the Chinson is perhaps still. The 9 pair up would be perfect here. Wondering when they got the 6, basically. I would like to see the 9 cut here from Shimotsa into the higher efficiency. The 9 is probably my preference here, and there we go. They can actually win because 8 well dead. 4 pin or just 9 probably just folding here. To be honest, here as dealer, with the scores being that close, I wouldn't really fight this double shove here. Which shows pretty, or like it doesn't show a lot of value with the Tora drop, but I don't think this hand realistically can win. Shimokiri there, the 9 pin looks good here for Shimonsa to pawn. That is E something across for Thunder Nomi or if they see this, it's Thunder Nomi. I think I kind of want to see the saves are bad, so the value of the hand really diminishes when the saves are bad. Dit is Isanten, Torakat. The 3 is weak though. The Tempai on the right to 5 man. Might actually come out here this turn, well next turn. Alkamita is folding here. I don't think the 6-pin is the most dangerous style, but I guess they just really don't want to deal in. 9 man here. From the dealer. 1 pin. It's also okay, but okay, that we might see a deal in here, or the 3 pin, probably the 3, okay, that's a deal in. The 3 pin is so awkward because it will be like Puritan on the Sabo. This is just a late Sakikiri, or like it's not even a Sakikiri. But I would just cut the 3 pin again. I don't know why they held on to the 3 pin when they already got the 3 pin earlier from the 3-3-4 shape. Nice Sansaku Tampin Sans here for the dealer, but they don't need the value here. It's a really close battle here between the other 3 contestants. Here the other 3 players. The white dragon pair here, very nice on the left is Isanten for Itse. 5 pin is, I think I keep that. I keep the 5 pin. I got a 9. A Tora pair are pretty nice. What do the cards? The 1 pin. I do agree here. There is some Scootson still. I'm wondering what they will cut on the 2 throw. If they throw a 2 I think we go 9 into 7 man, but you can go headless with the 4 cut as well. That is step on the Sabo, 5 man, White Dragon. The White Dragons are still in the room. Toyman will probably say, oh, they are completely out. They are completely out with the North Bear card. Like they will like E something. But with Benson, which is weak. Yeah, now E something again across. I really would expect. Oh, that's a Shimo for the Mangman. I would really expect them to be pushing slightly more because it's not full of avoidance. They play just symmetrical Uma with double the bounty basically, because it's a full celestial table. They have 2 times the stakes as a normal Hanson. There's a Kokushi here. Wait, it's not the right button. Is that yeah, it's a Kokushi here on the left. This was a Kokushi. How many do they need? They need a King second and a 1-1 9 so. 3 towers. It actually is a very solid Kokushi. I'm not going to jinx it, but it's actually very solid. Another Tora here. Perhaps we'll probably will be calling for open 1, 2, 3, but it might only have one Tora. Pawn here on the right for e-something. Kansan. I would keep the 6 pin here as Shimotsa, because the win rate is so incredibly important here. That is, I would have the same hand here no matter what. But like the win rate is so important in this situation. Okay, Tora cut, easy 3-man. And then the temper here on the right. What do they take? The Sampon or they take the Sampon? It's usually slightly preferred, and there's the 8. So here on the left, I don't know if Kamita is falling or if they are trying to push. Is that wait? Oh, that is. It's really awkward across. So it's really awkward. They will eat something. With it just that in there on the Zabo. Kind of unfortunate. I don't think they really had a choice. 1-2 pin is way too slow. I thought they had some different shape and I thought they could hold on there. I really want to see the Kokushi. The point situation here is 4,300 here to last place, which is a 300 condition here on the left. Which they don't really have. They have a south wind. They might have one Tora, but they need one more Tora or something. I don't expect a pawn here because they never have enough. Here on the left, they just never do. Even on Ron, they need 300 or someone to put a Richie stick in. But you know that the person here on the right will probably never press the Richie button. And the person in first place might. The dealer also might. And if the dealer presses Richie, you don't have to fight necessarily, but the condition would be way better. The Acton condition. The dealer's keeping the 7 pin for the Sansuku, 5, 6, 7, constant fear across. Another Rakuhai pair here on the left. Now they can start calling, because now they have 3,900 with double Rakuhai 1 Tora. But they need to get a south. Constancy. Autoscale for the right second, I would go 16 pin, 6 pin for each something. They don't have to Rakuhai anymore, so they have to go for Richie here on the left, so they will skip the Tsun here as well. There's almost no point in calling this. You can go for Richie Tora, Ichimo Tora. I would probably go for Ichimo Tora. I would probably got a pair there, a Rakuhai pair here for Kamicha. I don't think the Sabo is good here. You need to Richie basically. I think the Ramen still holds a lot of value because Sabo is so dead. It's 2 tiles left, and then it's so weak. And Nichi Tora with Rakuhai is enough, but I think you are better off going for higher temper rate and going for the Sumo or direct hit. Like, you can't even see this too, so it's just really not taking the Ipeco either. I do agree, this have only 1 tile left, but it feels so weak. It's a temper, it should be 2-5. No Raku. But they have to cut the Dora for that. Uh, Did he do something here? Okay, that is, wait, that is Raku on the 6-9 so, but not on the 3. So, it's painful on the 6-9. That is no Raku on the 2-5-8. I think Rushima Kiri here. There's no reason to switch. That is Tempai here. It's enough if they win. Only 2000, that's a Simone. On the, actually on the Rakulus side, there's Simone on the, now that they can't run on, and that is game. They confirm second tier, very nice for them. And let's see the scores, and that will be the end of this episode. I do not upload this regularly. I do usually upload the horror series weekly. That is my intention at least. If you want to see more of this, just leave a comment down below and like the video. Bye.